Hello YouTube, this is Walter Webb. Thanks for checking out lesson number 5 in the series Java Fundamentals. Today we're going to be discussing types of variables. First one, local variable. These are declared inside methods or constructors. They're created when the method or constructor is invoked or called. They're only visible within the method or constructor, and no default value is assigned. So no default value is assigned. What does that mean? Well, for example, this is how you create a local variable. You have string name, which is the declaration of the variable, and then you have equals and Dwayne, the string Dwayne, which is my name. That is the assignment. So for local variables, you have to have the declaration and assignment within one line. And this is how you do not create a local variable. You can't first declare it and then have an assignment after. That can only be done with instance variables. So remember, local variables are inside of methods or constructors, and instance variables are outside of methods or constructors. So instance variables, these are declared inside of a class, outside of a method or constructor. Memory is allocated for each variable when an object is created, and the size depends on its data type. These variables have default values. For numbers, the default value is 0. For booleans, it is false, and for objects, it is null. Values can be assigned during the declaration or within the constructor. Static variables. These are declared with the static keyword in a class, but outside a method or constructor. These are created when the program starts and destroyed when the program stops. And the values can be assigned in special static initializer blocks. Okay, so let's look at these variables in code. Okay, let me switch to presentation mode so that all may see. Okay, so I'm going to create a method, simple method, and this method prints out my name. There you go. That's a local variable called name. System .out.println. Okay, my name is name. Excuse me. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is, the name of this class is main, but in Java, even though you're in the class, you can still create an object of the class. So let's do that within the class. You can create an object of the class within the class. So what should I call this object? Name display. And keyword new for creating a new object, and it will be main. Okay, so name display dot my name. Okay, so I've created an object called name display, within that object, I'm accessing the my name method, which is right here, my name. And what my name is going to do is going to create a local variable called name. So this local variable can only be seen, it's only visible within this method. If there was another method, it cannot access that variable, cannot see it. So I'm going to create a local variable name and print it out to the command line here. So let me compile this. Okay, and there you have it. My name is Dwayne. Pretty simple. Alright, so that covers local variables. Let's do instance variables now. Show you how we can work with instance variables. Okay, so I'm going to create something called a constructor, and what a constructor does, well, the main use, the most popular use for the constructor is to assign values to instance variables upon the creation of an object. So that allows each object to have unique set of values. That's a mistake. Yeah, it allows each object to be unique, has a unique set of values. Okay, let me demonstrate that. So int age string name string gender string color. Okay. Okay, so this is another new concept. This is a keyword in Java. The actual word this. When you say this, it means this object that you're in, this class that you're in. So this dot means it's accessing something in the class. So this dot age right there is actually accessing this age right here where it says age, and then you equal that, sorry, you should not say equal, you assign that to age. Okay, so this age right here represents the value that is coming in. It's coming in from the outside when the object is being created. Just to be clear, so that there's no confusion, let me change the name of this to ARG, like arg1 or something like that. Because I remember when I was learning programming, for a second I got confused because I'd see, like, the teacher told me, the teacher did something like what I just did, put age here, and then had age coming in. I was like, what? That is kind of confusing. So just so that some of us don't get confused, I just wrote arg1. Okay, so this, and another thing, I like to use the word this. You don't have to use this right here. You could just write name, but I like it because it's very specific, and it's a better way to program actually, because you know it's very clear even to the compiler, because even the compiler can get confused. Okay. And this gender, oops, gender, this dot Okay, so there you go. So when a new object is created, or instance, object, whatever, is created, you're gonna have to pass in these values, these four, what's that? Yeah, four values, and that will initialize, that will create the class. And while we're talking about constructors, you can have multiple constructors also, and you can decide to choose one or the other. So for example, you can have a constructor that only assigns age, and then you'll have some other hard-coded information that you put into these other strings, or you might not even put anything into the other strings. It's up to you. You can have as many constructors as you want. Okay, so let's put this to use now. So the data type is cat. Sometimes the hardest part is trying to figure out what to call these variables. I'm just gonna go back to kitty. New, need that keyword for creating an object, and go cat. Oops, cat. And now let's add in the values. So the first one would be the age. Let's say this cat is 3 years old. Name, this cat's name is Bob. His gender is male for sure. Oops, and this color is brown. A brown cat named Bob. Okay. Okay, so let's print out. Oh man, my typing is terrible. So system.out. Oh, I'm going too fast. Println. Okay, so this cat's age is concatenation and say kitty dot age or space kitty dot age. So let's print the rest. Copy. Okay, this cat's name is whatever. The third one, this cat's gender is okay, well, I'm sure you get the point by now. Okay, so if I was to run this, there it is. This cat's age is 3, this cat's name is Bob, this cat's gender is male. Okay, so that is a unique cat. Okay, so let me talk about static variables now. Right here, you see the keyword static, int, and then the variable none. So what static really means is static, it holds a different position in memory. It is not tied to the memory of this class. So what that means is you can use it to count the amount of objects that were created from this particular class, and that gives you a lot of flexibility, and you're able to create a lot of, you can use it for some really elegant creative solutions. If you use your imagination, you can probably think about how that works, but basically you can count every single object that has been created by this class. So how you do that is do num inside the constructor num plus plus. That means it adds 1 every time. Every time an object is created, it adds 1 to this num. And remember, these are instance variables, so they have default values. So for numbers, the default value is 0, so this would be naturally a 0 also. So when this gets created for the first time, it's gonna be 1, number 1. If I create another variable, it's number 2, on, and it doesn't stop. So, and by the way, in case you are totally new to programming and have not seen that this before, num plus plus, it means to add 1. You can also write it like this, num plus 1. It's the same thing. Okay, so let's get rid of, okay, alright, let's copy that, and let's, okay, so what I just did is I put in that static variable, so it's gonna print that out to the command line. Let me just put another one, maybe even a third one, just to show that it's actually counting. Kitty 2 and Kitty 3. Oops. 3, 3, 3, and 3. That's 2, 2. Okay, so let me compile this just to show you how this static variable works. Oh, I wrote gender. Oops. I should have wrote number. Anyway, let me redo that, so because I just want to make sure everybody has it clear and they understand it. Cat's number is that. Okay, compile. Okay, so here you say the cat's age is 3, the cat's name is Bob, the cat's gender is male, the cat's number is 1. Right there. Right here again, same. Could have changed those names, but I'm sure you get the idea. The second cat is 2, the number is 2. Right here, the number is 3. So that's the power of static variables. And if you just use your imagination, you can think of lots of other ways where this can be valuable. Yeah, we're definitely gonna see some examples of that in future tutorials. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Please like this video, share this video, comment on this video, and subscribe to WalterWeb. And I'll see you in the next tutorial.